Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Here we are doing something a little different, still commentating, just different race. This is the ISRL Multi-Class Season 3 Race 3 here at Suzuka. Alright, I will not be racing, just so you know. So, not 100% sure on how this all works, but there are two classes of vehicles. There are GR2 and GR3. In GR2 we have Herbie, Rooty and Foxy all in the Nissan, Fabuki and Night Donna in the Honda, ERT Wizard, Hansa and Barbosa in the Lexus. In GR3 we have Walters in the Porsche, Robbo and Rocketman in the Jag. Raiden being a very brave boy in the Corvette, Mellow Lemon in the Ford GT, Spec 2. Oh, Hunt is also in the Porsche, I do beg your pardon. And then Vitamin G in the Peugeot, and Hubie in the Aston. Now for tonight's race, we, I believe, have two non-starters. Wizard and Vitamin G will not be joining the race this evening, and Emperor Buttocks, or Buttocks rather, will be racing in the place of Barbosa. Alright, let's get some info up on the screen as well so we can see where we are, what we're doing, and why. Alright, who's about to come across the line? Whoever it is. Right, Robbo. As long as he doesn't go in the pits, we'll stick with him for a lap. Alright, so... oh, Emperor's just joined. Alright, so as we come down to the first corner, we'll let Robbo do the lap. I don't see the point in bringing the car out. And into the snake section, which is a left, a right, a left, and then right into the anti-bank curve, and then left into Dunlop. So he goes into the anti-bank curve, and then we turn around left through Dunlop down towards the Degners. There's Degner 1 and obviously Degner 2, and now we come up towards the hairpin, a corner that I never do very well on, if I'm being brutally honest. Around 200R. And then pretty much flat out until you have to brake for the spoon curve. And then it's the long back stretch. All the way down to 130R. Excuse me. Got a whole family of frogs in my throat today. Oh, Robbo getting a little loose there. Down to the Cassia triangle, which they don't actually use because it's a slightly different track layout. And then on to the last curve. And back onto the main straight. As you can see, there's Fabuki in the Honda. So shall we be cheeky and have a quick look at Uncle Fubs as he goes round the track. Right, while you're watching that, I'll give you a quick rundown of today's race. The race obviously is at Tsukuba. It'll be a 40-minute race. Tyre wear is on ×6, fuel is on ×4. If it interests you at all, the time of the day for the race is 15:45 or 3:45. The points table is fairly simple. GR2 positions 1 through 8 is first place gets 8, and then down to 8th place getting 1, sorry. And it's basically the same for GR3. First place getting 8 points. 8th place, if there was one, only getting 1 point. Alright, shall give you some boring technical information. Shall give you the BOP stats for each vehicle. So, Herbie, Rooty and Foxy, the power will be at 100%, the weight will be at 100%. Same for Fubuki, Nike, Wizard, Hansa and Buttocks. With the GR3 cars, Walter and Hunty in the Porsche will be at 104% power and 106% weight. Robbo and Rocketman will be at 102% power, 105% weight. Raiden in the Corvette will be 103% power, 101% weight. Mellow Lemon, who I haven't seen on track yet, but I'm sure he'll turn up at some point, is at 89% power and 113% weight. Vitamin G, if he was to actually join the race, would be at 107% power, 109% weight. And Hubie in the Aston would be 112% power, 105% weight. It's just to, I presume that's just to level the cars out a little bit more, that's all. Right, so fairly soon we should be starting the stock check, and then it'll be straight into qualifying. Yeah, only 10 starters tonight so far. So who have we got? We've got Uncle Fubs. We've got Rooty. We've got Hansa. Oh, Rooty just gone fastest. We've got Herbie. Obviously, he's the one setting up the lobby. We also have Uncle Raiden. I'm sure he just wants to be my biggest fan, and he can't call himself Craden, because that'd be wrong. Oh, where are we? Have I already said Hubie? I honestly can't remember. I think I actually fell asleep at some point there. No, we didn't say Hubie. Walters, BJ Robbo, and Gertrude. Hunty. Hunty? Is Hunty on my list? Yes, he is. There he is. Interesting. Obviously, we have Emperor standing in for Barbosa. Alright, so the ones not turning up, or the ones who haven't as yet turned up, Foxy, Night Donna, Wizard, Rocketman, Mellow Lemon, and Vitamin G. Nice paintwork on Raiden's car, to be honest. Alright, let's be a bit cheeky. No, why is Raiden parked under a what's it called? Thing goes over a road. A bridge, that's the one. God blimey, I've lost the plot already and I've only just started. This is where I find out my mic's been muted for the last 5 minutes as well. Alright, so Rooty going round, just putting in fastest lap after fastest lap. Oh, bigging up the punt man there, look. Young Anthony. Well, I promise I won't call Gertrude in this race. I'll save that for the Sunday League. Hello, Robbo. Alright, so let's have a look at the splits so far. We've obviously got Ruti on a 149.4. I'm guessing that was Fubuki's outlap with a 148.3, that's why it hasn't counted it. Which, yeah, it must have been his outlap. Look, he's barely got any wear on his tyres. And ERT Hansa, just Hansa, with a 152. Buttocks with a 154. Raiden hasn't set a time yet. Right, Hoobie's on his flying lap. Go on, we'll stick with Hoobie until he finishes. No pressure, mate, but you've got to do well now. Hello, Hunty. Are you using this as part of your 19-hour stream, are you, mate? Yeah, for those who are watching, by the way, if you have Twitch, because you can always watch this later, that's not a problem. But Hunty is doing a 19-hour live stream for the British Red Cross. So if you get bored of me, go over and watch him. Oh, Hoobie stopped in the middle of the track. So, oh, sorry, at the end of turn 1. Right, so let's have a look at Hunty. This will be a bit creepy because I am watching his Twitch stream at the same time to make sure he gets the views. Alright, and this will be his outlap, so let's see what's going on. This is weird because I'm watching the game, I'm watching my stream for the chat, and I'm watching his Twitch, and all three are in 3 different positions. Come on, Punty. I'm sure that's not the fastest way around that corner, but it'll do. I don't think... all on track for the last 30 seconds. Alright, okay. So, from what I understand there, GR2 will go out for the first 10 minutes, and then GR3s will go out with 11 minutes to do their qualifying. That's so they don't all get in the way of each other. Nice spin, Hunty. Alright. So, I believe it to be a 15-minute qualifier. Oh, qualifier will last for 21 minutes. Hecky thump. Well, the missus is on till 10 o'clock and won't get back till about 1/4 past. So what I'm going to do is drop her a text message and hope she just ignores me. Right, yeah, anyway. Hunty is doing a live stream tonight. It's going to be 19 hours. He's already done GT Sport once today and a bit of COD. Now he's back on GT Sport for this. And then afterwards he'll be doing some farming simulator, which I'll be jumping on with him. If you do have Twitch, pop over, say hello. His channel name is Anthony Hunt. No spaces if memory serves, is that right, Hunty? Probably don't want to type while you're... Oh, hang on, you're GR3, mate. You can type all you want. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just Anthony Hunt with no spaces. Yep, there you go. Anthony Hunt, no spaces. If you search for that in Twitch, you can watch his stream of this. And, like I say, later on, I'll be jumping on doing some farming simulator with him as well. Right, so we've got quite a few people still sat in the pits having a cup of tea. We'll stick with Herbie, and hopefully he'll put in an absolutely stonking flying lap and he'll get pole position for GR2. If he doesn't, I'll have to have words with him. Not quite sure what War Machines is doing in here, or Washing Machines, whatever his real name is, I don't know. Because he's not on my list. What's going on? We've got a foreigner in the camp. I know I'm a pleb, Hunty, that's why I'm commentating and not racing. Right, let's pretend I know what I'm talking about. So here goes Herbie round Dunlop curve, down towards Degner 1 and 2. Corners that always give me an issue. You're right, Walters. Walter being another one of the GR3 lads in a Porsche, along with Hunty. Oh, they want to be together. Oh, right, into the hairpin for Herbie. It's quite a tight line there, if I'm being honest. Right, round 200R, and down to the spoon curve. Oh, somebody about to come across the line. So as of right now, Hansa is a 150.2. Walters, do me a favour, mate. Don't bring rage to my channel. There's a good lad. Alright, Buttock's putting in a 155.1. As Herbie comes past the Casio triangle. Down to the last curve. And across the line with a 157.2. I'm sure he'll improve for his next lap. Alright. Now then. No, let's not do a Jimmy Savile impersonation, that would just be wrong. Alright, is Hansa going to improve on his time? He usually does, to be fair. He's just getting a bit of heat in his tyres that one lap out. Well, he's 2 laps out, rather. And obviously, as they burn off a bit of fuel, the cars will get lighter. That's 5 minutes. 5 minutes into qualifying, so they've got 5 more minutes to go. And then at 11 minutes, the GR3 lads will come out, and the GR2 lads will have to park up. And then, once they've done, we can set the grid. And we'll know, ooh, Hansa nearly half a second up. Oh, just coming past the Casio triangle now. Oh, camera stood there far too long for me. His hands are going to better his time. Of course he is. A 150.097. Hello, Mew. Excuse me. Oh, Emperor's gone a little bit quicker as well with a 154.7. And when I say quicker, I mean than his time. Obviously, Hansa still has his 150.0. Believe it or not, I actually race with Hansa on a Sunday night. And I do badly, but hey ho. Fubuki with a 149.6 out of nowhere, wasn't even watching him. Hacks deployed, hello. Oh, see, always a slideways, that's what I like to see, Fubs. Fubuki with quite a bit of fuel burnt off now. Who's that about to come across the line? Oh, Ruti is on his outlap. Alright, who have we got? Where is everyone on track now? Who's this? Hansa. Is he going to be able to challenge Fubuki's 149.6? He comes through the Casio triangle again. It only feels like 2 minutes... it was 2 minutes ago. Oh, shut up, shall I? Oh, damn, Wiz. I didn't realise that your pedals had gone to cock. Right, who's this about to approach the Casio triangle now? Oh, it's Buttocks. Well, throw it round that right and left hander, mate. A little wide on the exit. Round the last turn. Oh, it doesn't improve this time round. Alright, here comes Fubuki. Oh, no, into the pits for a new set of boots. Alright, if he's quick, and it'll have to be a quick one as well. And his Final Fantasy livery there. He's going to have to cross the line before 10 minutes are up. Yeah, Wiz, hope you get that sorted sharpish, mate. So, does this mean you're back on the pad for a while? Yeah, I've just found out that the reason Wizard isn't racing tonight is because his pedals aren't working. Hopefully if he's racing Sunday he'll be on the pad and I might stick a chance. Oh, I feel you there, Wiz. I know exactly what that's like, having a long list of expenses. Do you know what? Here's me falling asleep, chatting to people in the chat. Didn't even realise that Ruti had done a 148.9. Alright, and that's it. Alright, the GR2 lads now have to park up and let the GR3 lads, well, in 45 seconds time, they get to go out and have a play. Oh, come on, Wiz, you got to race, man. If you're on the pad and you're not good on the pad, I might actually beat you. Right, here we go, 5 seconds and then the GR3 lads can be let loose like the rabid wildebeests they are. Off you go, boys. Anyone? Anyone even bothering going out the pits? Right, Raiden's off in his Corvette. Now obviously this is going to be a race of two halves. The GR2 and the GR3 lads mixing it up. Yeah, Mew, if you need any help or anything, mate, you just give us a nod. I'll even send you one of my kids. Right, so Raiden's about to finish his outlap. And now it's all down to the last 10 minutes of qualifying. Sounded a bit fighty going into that corner there, I like the sound of that. It's kind of a Fubuki-esque paint job on there with the manga on the side. Right, it's coming into Dunlop. There's quite a few cars behind him as well. This is some of them will be getting the tow if they get close enough. That'll be useful for them. Yeah, Mew, you just let us know if you need any help, mate. We'll PayPal you some coin over. It's hard enough at the moment as it is. Right, see, look, losing track. Right, Raiden's coming up to the spoon curve. Here's me trying to sort out everybody else's lives. Oh, Raiden's backed right out. Interesting. I'm guessing he's letting the faster driver go through, so we'll jump on with Hubie. As he finishes the spoon curve onto the back straight. The back stretch, actually. Let's give it its proper term. Bombing his way down to 130R. See, I've been a good boy and learned all of the corner names just for this stream. I'm lying, I've actually got a printout in front of me. That's how I know this is the Casio triangle. Right, so Hubie will 159.1. Excuse me. Here comes Hunty in the background with a 201. A 201? Were you driving in reverse, man? Ooh, nice. So Ruti uses cockpit view only. I have been practicing a little bit in cockpit view, and in certain cars I have found that I can drive them a lot better if I'm inside the cockpit rather than on bumper or bonnet cam. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hubie nearly losing it there. After that little wiggle, I can't see him beating his 159.1. Sorry, just having a little bit of laugh at the chat. Alright, so just under 5 minutes to go now for the GR3 lads. And as it stands at the moment, Hubie is technically first, but obviously that means 6th overall. As he comes around into the pits for a new set of boots. Now he's burnt off a bit of fuel. Now unfortunately I don't have any ruling on tyres, so I don't know if it's you have to use 2 different types, or if you can just run one type for the whole race. Oh, Walter's going a little quickly there with a, was it a 2:01? Yeah, 2:01. And Robbo going, well, beating his own time with a 2:02.5. But for practice, we'll stick with Hubie, see if he can improve on his time, although he is on his outlap. Let's see what the lads behind him are doing. Walter's, yeah, in a proper car look. Slightly wide line going through the hairpin. Racing off to the spoon curve. I do like the Porsches, they do grip very well off the throttle. You get a lot of lift off oversteer, I find. And that kind of suits my driving style. So yeah, big love for the Porsches in this game. It's offset. Oh, okay. So Fabuki and Herbie have swapped to the mediums, ready for the race. Ooh, Raiden with a cheeky 158. Oh, there's Walter's bombs into the pits. Come on, Hunty. Show us what you're made of, lad. When you say pole, you mean pole for the GR3 lads? Right, 2 minutes to go. It's all or nothing now, boys. Get the pedal down. Now, if Hunter's lucky here, he can pick up, I believe it was Hubie in front of him. If he can get close enough, he can get a bit of slipstream off him. It was indeed Hubie. Porsche not the fastest car in a straight line. But in the slipstream, it is a bit of a powerhouse, I found. Obviously not with me at the wheel, but, you know, is what it is. Right, if he seriously, if he beats a GR2 to pole, well, hang on, there's no point in me quitting, I don't actually race. Ah well. Alright, Hunty is up on his fastest time. He might actually break into the 150s at this. Come on, we want a 159 out of you, Hunty. Alright, so Hunty does indeed go faster and sets himself a nice little fast lap there of 2 minutes. 30 seconds left. basically the fella's already out on the track. Although, if he's really lucky, somebody... Oh, can Robbo squeeze across the line? He's got 6 seconds. I don't think he's going to make it. Oh, there you go. I don't know whether or not Robbo made it for the final lap there. Evidently not. As the GR2 lads come out to join them on track. And then we'll have a quick stuck check. Oh, Robbo with a bit of battle damage on the front of his car there. Cheeky. No, call him Hunty. Nearly said Gertrude then, that'd be wrong. Alright, oh, Raiden's planting his taters. It may be the shortest distance around that corner, but it's definitely not the quickest. No, that photographer's made out of titanium, Raiden, you ain't getting through there, lad. Hunty finally made it into the 159s. I'm not sure whether or not that's allowed. Alright, so 1 minute, we'll wait for it, 1 minute 20 seconds remaining. And then we'll do the stuck check and get the race on. Why did Walters leave the room? Is this some new weird tactic? I'm sure you do better in the race, Robbo. Right, so there we go, there's confirmation, I believe, although Walters wasn't that far down. So here we go for the stuck check. Usually carnage into turn 1 as well. Didn't know about stuck check, I think the game's crashed. Oh, hello. We've actually lost 2 people. We've lost Walters and Robbo. Right, let's jump to the back of the grid. Alright, Herbie didn't make it off the line. could have swore Herbie said that we were doing a stuck check. Yep, there we go. Don't do that to me, Wiz. No, it weren't Wiz, was it? It was Robbo. Right, now we just need everybody back out on track, and then we can start the race. I'll just wait for everybody to join back up. Oh, just Herbie now. Alright. Walters is in and out like a fiddler's elbow. I'm guessing he's having internet issues. See, this is why you can't use dial-up in 2020. Still trying to join the lobby. There we go. Come on then, Walters. Jump in as quick as you can, mate. Walters. There we go. Right, so now Herbie should be able to start the race. Why is there now 11 people? I haven't joined the race by mistake, have I? No, definitely not. Why is there 11 people? It's Olds. But Olds isn't in the race. I'm confused. Alright, there you go. Everybody is ready, even the extra one. 10 seconds. 2, 1. I was going to do that silly American thing then, but I can't be bothered. Alright, hurry up, Wiz! You're going to miss the start. Alright, we're going to go to the back of the grid again. Also need to bring up all the information if you don't mind, thank you very much. The host has ended the game! What the? Oh, alright, fair enough. What happened there then? Okay. We appear to have technical issues. I'm going to blame Hunty. Right, just talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes. Oh dear, that didn't go well, did it? Look at that lovely car. Spread the love, not the cheeks. Oh look, look, twitch.tv/Anthony Hunt. Shall we try that again? Ice cream. Right, so who are we looking for? Walters hasn't rejoined. Hunt is already out on track. I can see that from his stream. Nope, whenever I do commentary I don't even open a chat room, I just sit here and watch everybody else. It's the weirdest kind of voyeurism you can ever hope for. Right, so I don't know whether or not we're going to have to do another stock check now after that. Yeah, well, I have had issues in the past where people have been in chat with me swearing, so I don't do my commentary in a chat room anymore. Although this Sunday I will have a friend. Right, here we go. Finally, it's actually going to happen. God blimey, 40 minutes this race is. We've already been going for 40 minutes. Right, shall we do that again? Back of the pack. Let's get everything switched on. See, now interestingly, I hold the handbrake at the start. Alright, and away we go. Oh, Emperor having a bit of a shocking start there. Oh, bit of argy-bargy. Hunty pushing his way through there. Good lad. Straight into 6th place. On the tail of Hooby. Rooty leading the way. Kabuki and Hans are having a little bit of a scrap. Now this is going to be tough commentating this one because there's two different classes and I don't know half the races, so bear with. Alright, obviously first lap, just everybody jockey for position. And the field stretching itself out a little bit with the GR3 lads maybe falling off the back just a tad. Although Hooby in 5th place, hello. Right, as the lead group heads down towards 130R. Nothing overly exciting. Oh, Fub's going a little wide there. Hands are later on the brakes to catch back up. Not a lot of space there, boys. Three very good racers at the front of this pack now. And, oh, hello. Bit of a gap back to Uncle Buttocks, who, let's just say, by the way, Emperor Buttocks is the stand-in driver for Barbosa this evening, just in case you didn't pick that up earlier. So fair play to you for being in fourth, mate. Alright, then we've got Raiden in his little GR3 in fifth place. Just starting to lose the back of Buttocks now. Hoobie just able to hold on to the back of Raiden. Robbo 3 seconds back with Herbie going, oh, hello. Alright, I hope you're going to stripe that lawn, sir. Oh, now there's going to be a bit of a race inquiry going on there, methinks. That was a bit naughty from Herbie. And Herbie doing the decent thing, I hope, and letting Robbo come back through. Or at least giving him the slipstream to catch up to Olds. Let's be honest, that wasn't the best the best corner I've ever seen from her. He seems to be struggling tonight, if I'm being honest. Looks like Hans has slipped past Fubuki into second place. Fubuki hot on his tail, so he'll make a move any second, I'm sure. Oh, is he having a look? No? Okay, I think he was trying to fake him into the corner there. Now, Mew, don't you start. You leave the Samba buses alone. By the looks of things, Mew's doing exactly the same thing I am, which is watching my YouTube for the comment section while having Hunty's Twitch stream on a separate device. Shall we have a listen? Shall we be cheeky? As the front three start to separate a little bit now. Let's have a listen. Is he saying anything? Not saying a word, fair enough. Oh, there we go. Yep. Hunter using his usual language there. I didn't realise Hansa was streaming as well. Interestingly though, Hansa has requested that I start doing commentary for one of the leagues that he runs as well. So I think I'll have less time for racing, but I get to chat more. And I do like the sound of my own voice, so that works for me. Right, the boys up front are getting a bit boring. Let's see if we can find ourselves a battle. We've got Hoobie and Raiden having a bit of a scrap down the main straight. Hoobie not quite close enough though to put any pressure on Raiden into the corner. And oh, that was perfect timing as Herbie and Hunty come into the corner. If I didn't know better, I'd say Herbie just put the moves on young Gertrude. I mean Hunty there. Oh, Herbie going very wide in that corner. Wiz has just put up "Come on, Gertrude" in Hunty's Twitch stream. That'll fire him up. There'll be some swear words used now. Alright, let's see if Herbie can get past again. Shouldn't be much of a problem really, especially on this straight. And so Herbie goes wide again. I saw that in the background, you can't hide it. Yeah, you tell him, you. Alright, Hansa seems to be getting fairly close to Rooty now. Alright, let's have a look at tyre strategies so far. Right, Rooty's on the mediums, Hansa's on the softs, so I would expect actually for Hansa to be catching a little bit quicker. Fubuki on the mediums, Buttock's on the mediums. It looks like everybody else is going to be on the mediums, except for Hunty, who's now in the pits, grabbing some fuel. And a new set of boots, which I'm guessing he'll use now till the end of the race. Which doesn't make sense, actually, now that I've said that out loud, because there's still 30 minutes to go. Yeah, here we go. Hands are putting Rooty under a little bit of pressure now. Alright, through the Casio triangle one more time. Has Hansa got the legs to have him? As I believe I just saw Fubuki go in the pitch. Yes, indeed I did. So for the mediums, it's looking about 10 minutes of driving time on them before you need to scrub them off. But the lads up front, bear in mind Rooty is on the mediums, Hands are being on the softs. They're stretching their tyres quite a good while now. I suppose if the race still feels good, don't come in. Don't give them the psychological advantage. Right, so Root is in the Nissan, Hans is in the Lexus. Let's see if Hansa can do anything on this lap. His softs are of course going to be wearing out a lot quicker than Root's mediums. Shall we have a look? Let's be cheeky. There's not a lot of difference there to be fair. And Hans has also saved a bit more fuel, although he will do sat in the slipstream. Maybe that's his plan. Just run these softs, sit in the slipstream, burn less fuel. There's a definite split on track now that people have started to come in for the pits. Right. Will Fubuki and his fresh tyres be able to make up enough time to do the undercut on these two? As they come back into Casio again. Hands are getting very feisty now. There's a little bit of impatience showing, I think. I certainly wouldn't have looked for an overtake anywhere near that corner, but maybe he was just trying to fake him down. Oh, Hans is going for the move. Oh, he hasn't quite made it though. Rooty's just held him off. Hans are getting a little bit squirrely going into that corner, trying to brake as late as he can. So we come through the snake section. Those softs are going to be feeling real old. Fubuki is literally chopping time out of them now as well. It's not even funny how quick he's catching them. So I actually think Fubuki might have a good chance of making the undercut work. He's got it down less than 4 seconds now. Herbie in 7th, Raiden in 6th, Hoobie in 5th, Bucks in 4th. Just caught a very brief glimpse of Fubs there in the background. And he's still closing that gap. These two are on very old tyres now. Hans has got to realise that Fubuki's catching him. Yeah, well, he's got it down to less than 3 seconds now. And we know that the mediums are good for at least 10 minutes. Although Hans are making it look like the softs are good for nearly 15 minutes. I do apologise, by the way, if the dog goes mental. I am expecting the missus back from work within the next half hour, and he always likes to say hello to his mum as she walks through the door. Yeah, Fubuki does indeed get the fastest lap with the 1:49.3, and there is no way these boys are staying in front of him now. Once they come into the pits, Fubuki is just going to fly by. He's in the slipstream of Hansa, down under a second. But unfortunately they're not going to have much of an answer. Once they come in for new boots, that'll be it. Fubuki will be your leader. And the undercut will have worked wonders for him, as these two stay out, fighting away, wearing out rubber. And as it turns out, much to their detriment, as Hansa goes for a move into 130R. That's a bit brave. Nearly loses it on the grass. Fubuki into second place. He's not even waiting for him to go into the pits, but they need to. Oh, Ruti all over the shop. Fubuki just waiting to pounce. Is he going to cut to the inside? Or is he going to play the waiting game? Alright. Oh, was there a little bit of contact there between Hansa and Ruti? Camera angle didn't quite show it. But Fubs is now all over these two. And bearing in mind he's already made a pit stop, so it's quite impressive that he's already back with them. Oh, and I've just been told Hunty binned it. I can't leave this battle, boys. I'll take your word for it. I'm guessing that's him down by the spoon curve. Looking a bit worse for wear. I can imagine what's being said on his stream at the moment, and I bet you none of it is broadcastable on my channel. Oh, and Hansa over-rotates into the wall. Oh dear. So let's jump forward to Fubuki and see what he can do about Ruti. Literally sticking to him like glue. Now he's got this nice long straight up to 130R. Fubuki's having none of it. Straight to the outside, forcing Ruti to take the tighter line, which means Fubuki should be able to hold speed. He's got the inside for this corner, but it is going to turn to the outside. He's decided to back out of that. don't blame him at all. I can't believe Ruti is still not coming for a new set of boots. They're going to be looking really old now. Yeah, that front right is looking proper tired. But he's still making it work. It's nearly a collision. Oh, wow. I don't know who that was, but that was close. That was proper close. I'm guessing that's one of the GR3 lads. That nearly upset the apple cart, that did. I wish I could tell you who that was behind, but I don't want to leave this battle for too long. Because you know, you can just see Fubuki is poised and ready to go. Fubuki getting a little wiggy out of that corner. A little wiggy. Wiggly. And a quick look at the mini-map. Doesn't look like there's any other battles going on. Everybody looks pretty well spaced out. This is the one and only battle. And it's Fubuki with the undercut. Which, to be fair, should still work for him. As Ruti goes for the inside line again. Ruti going a little bit late on the turn there, forcing Fubs out a little bit. Remember that racing is a gentleman's sport, and that's how we'd like you to act, as Ruti finally goes in for his next set of boots, with only 8% fuel left as well. Which means now all Fubs has to do is just keep his foot in. And then it will be, I reckon he'll come in, well, he'll have to come in fairly soon, but I think he's going to come in at around 20 minutes to go. So he'll get to the end of this lap. He's got a 16-second lead already. He's going to come in, new boots, fuel up. He'll fuel for the end of the race, I'm guessing. This is obviously one of Fubuki's favourite tracks. I do believe he loves a bit of Suzuka, does young Fubs. Oh, looks like Fubs is catching a back marker. It's old. That can only mean that Fubs has already lapped Herbie. Herbie being down in 8th. So Robbo and Hunty have been lapped. Robbo in 10th, Hunty in 9th. Herbie in 8th, Olds in 7th. Hubie in 6th, Raiden in 5th. Emperor in 4th, doing a cracking job. About to overtake Robbo by the looks of that, I believe. Shall we watch the overtake? It's going to be the only one for now, I do believe. As they come round the spoon curve. That's a long straight to be on the back of someone. Obviously Buttocks being in the GR2. He's going to absolutely fly past, which he does. Hopefully Robbo will be able to capitalise on a bit of slipstream on the way up the straight there. Right, Hansa now 14 seconds behind. Fubs did indeed come in for fuel and tyres, and Ruti ain't that far ahead. So at the moment, obviously Fubs is going to have to bed these tyres in for about half a lap, and then he's just going to be on it. Yeah, definitely looks like Fubs is going to do a 3-stop. So his next stop's going to be around 9-10 minutes left of the race, that is. But He's definitely not letting Ruti have any quarter here. He's getting straight back on the horse and chasing him down. Fubs with a slightly cleaner line there. And now basically he's just going to pounce all over him again. This is pretty much a replay of the last 2 laps. And Ruti not giving him any room again. Oh, Fubs. Now. I'd like to say that was a racing incident, but maybe Ruti's awareness could have been a bit better there. A little bit naughty, but I'm sure Fubs will close the gap again. Right, Hansa now nearly 9 seconds behind Fubs. Emperor 38 behind Hansa. Raiden 39. Raiden doing a cracking job actually. There's Hunty's in the pits again. What's he going for? More fuel. To be honest, Mew, I thought that move was naughty as well. To me it looked like Ruti slightly shoved Fubs off to the right. But, you know, that's something for Herbie to sort out at a later date. Now, this might work into Hunty's favour if you can keep up with that GR2 car up. Let's just gone past him. Well, not keep up, but get a bit of slipstream off him. Who is it? It's Buttocks. Burke's doing a phenomenal job as a substitute driver there. Now, if young Tony here can hang on, I think he's already at slipstream range. But on those new tyres, he should be able to bring it back a little bit. Raiden's coming for a new set of boots. What did Raiden go for? Raiden's back on... Raiden's back on... Oh, wow! Right, so first place has now lapped 6th place. That's not going to be good. Alright, let's see whether or not Fabuki's climbing back up the board again. He does seem to be chomping away a little bit. We'll have to watch the replay of that later and see whether or not Ruti did that on purpose. I'm sure it wasn't. But I have noticed being in first place definitely changes the way people think on how they drive. Good news for Fabuki here is he's going to get some draft off Raiden. For a moment then I thought Raiden was going to have a bit of contact with him. That really would not have gone down well. Yeah, Fabuki now on par for another fast lap. He holds the fastest lap at the moment at 1:49.3. Here he goes through the Casio. The final bend. Let's see if he can beat the fastest lap that he set. Oh, he's just outside. 3/10. Pardon me. But crucially, he's got that gap back down to less than 4.5 seconds now. and after the punt he had into the wall. And like I say, there will probably be a steward's inquiry on that one. You know, Fubuki's doing a stonking job so far. Yeah, let's hope you're right, Wiz. There we go, he's in spitting distance now, we can see him. Fubuki doing his stand-up job there of catching Ruti. And looking at the mini-map, everybody is so far spread out. Alright, see if I remember where everybody is on track. Alright, so Hunty, hello, what are you doing there, fella? Oh, has there been a coming together? Robbo and Hunty having a bit of a tentacle down at the first corner. Alright, Olds in 8th place. Liking the livery on that car, actually, looks quite smart. Very nice. Alright, Herbie in 7th place. Expected you to be a little higher than that fella. You are on a GR2, but you know, I know that there's a lot of good races in this lobby, so braking hard at the 100 metre board there. On his outlap from the pits, settling back in to catch back up to Hubie. Speak of the devil, and he shall arrive. Yeah, it's an ERT livery, what do you want me to say about it, you know? There's a lot of them knocking around now. Right. See what's happening with Raiden. Raiden not in a good place at the moment because he's 5th and he's about to be lapped by 3rd. But in his defence, Raiden is in a GR3, and to be in 5th place at the moment, I think that's you got to give kudos to the lad for that. He's going to get some lovely tow down here. I don't know how well this Corvette's going to be able to stick with Hansa. Hansa being in the GR2 Lexus. But I'm sure Raiden got a lovely bit of tow there. Alright, Buck's in 4th, just coming around the hairpin with, well, he's coming up on Olds. Let's hope Olds obeys the blue flags and gives him plenty of space. Hands are into the pits for what I'm going to presume is his last stop. Oh, quick splash and go as well. So, final set of softs for Hansa. And Fubuki right on Ruti now. With a rather splendid looking set of softs. I'm guessing they both came into the pits and I just didn't see it. Yep. Fubuki with the lighter car. And when I say lighter car, I mean he's got less fuel. They're both on softs now to finish the race. So this is basically their race to win or lose. Obviously I have a favourite, but I'm not allowed to say because I'm not supposed to have a favourite. Gordon Bennett. I just can't imagine putting in a lap that quick. I really can't. Except for his couple of instant laps and his out laps, or rather his in laps, where he's had to. Oh, careful, Fubs. Where he's obviously slowed down to enter the pits. Fubs is pretty much constantly in the 140s now. Oh, as they come up to Robbo again, which means Ruti's going to get a little bit of a tow. Fubuki should be able to capitalise on that as well, as Robbo gets well out of the way. Good lad. Looks like we do have a bit of a scrap about to form a bit further down. Fubuki is literally sitting on the tailpipe of Ruti now. I'm just going to quickly bomb back and see if that is indeed a fight forming, or was it just... Okay, no fight at all. As Fubuki gets back onto Ruti into the hairpin. Do you know what? I think I'm going to agree with you, Mew. I think Fubuki's going to have this at the end of the race. But also, he does seem to be making the odd error every now and again. Ruti firmly slamming the door on him there. As Fubuki's up on his time again. Could this be a sub 149? No, 149.5. Oh, the timing screen's gone a bit gaga there. We seem to have lost lap 17 for Fubuki. Oh, Fub's getting a little wayward through there, losing a bit of time. Right, 5 minutes remaining of this race. I still think Fubuki can have him. Coming up to lap traffic. Yes, they are. Oh, don't hold them up. Don't hold them up. Come on, Hunty. You know better than that, mate. Blue flags are blue flags for a reason. Fub's having a look under brakes into Casio. And here we go with the silly camera angle. .149 for the last, I'm going to say 5 laps. This is definitely going to be a race to the finish. This is the closest race, the longest closest race I think I've ever commentated on. As Fubuki's had him! He's had him! Through Dunlop! Well, I've got to admit, I did not see that coming. But that's it now. Fubuki will just get his head down. 3 minutes to go. As long as Fubs doesn't do anything daft, it's his race now. Looks like Mew was right to be waving the Fubsy flag. And Fubuki just eking out a little bit of time on every call. Oh, that won't have done him well. Don't scare me like that, dude. Jesus. Ain't gonna lie for a moment then. Oh, I'm having to let my brain catch up with me. Alright, Ruti has no answer down the main straight. This is basically now turning into a bit of a war of attrition. Personally, I think for the fuel level, Fubuki's played a blinder. What's Ruti looking like for fuel? He's got quite a bit more fuel than Fubs. And the tyres, he's preserved his tyres a bit more as well. But are we going to get... yeah, we'll get one more lap out of this. After this one. And then I reckon that'll be it. Yeah, Fubs has definitely got this now. He's pulling it out by country mile. I say country mile, he's already over a second. And it is Fubuki, you know he never normally does a big mistake, so I reckon this will be it now. With a minute of racing left to go. Fubuki with another 149. Oh, back marker. Hopefully Olds doesn't hold them up. He stays wide in that corner. Good lad. Well played, sir. Has he held Ruti a little bit though? I think he might have. Fubuki is far enough away now not to give him any slipstream. Alright, into the hairpin for the final time. Down on his way to the spoon curve. This literally is now his race to lose. So Raiden's crossed the line in 5th, Hubie in 6th, Herbie in 7th. I will give you a full race rundown at the end. There we go. It's not likely that Fubuki's going to stuff it now. I can't remember the last time I saw him lose it on the last corner. Ain't gonna lie, was worried about his fuel situation for a moment. But he does have a second and a half. So Fubuki takes it. Ruti in second. Yeah, well. Hands are down in third. He was the last fella to cross the line. So well done for Buki. Really good race. Loving the fight at the end. In fact, it wasn't just at the end. That fight was practically for the whole race. And of course, he gets the fastest lap. So let's very quickly look at the race results. Fairly obviously, Fabuki in first, Ruti in second, Hansa topping off the podium in third place, Emperor Buttocks in fourth, Raiden in fifth, Hubie in sixth, Herbie in seventh, Olds in eighth, Hunty in ninth. I'm a little bit disappointed with Hunty in this one, and Robbo in 10th. So there you go, guys. What a race. I can't believe how well that ended. Right, the next race will be at the Red Bull Ring. Don't know whether or not I'll be doing the commentary for it, but if there's space, then I definitely will. Well done to the first three lads. Good racing all round. Couple of silly mistakes, but you know, it's racing, it happens. But with that, I think I'm going to end it here, guys. Like and subscribe, press the little bell icon if you want to watch any more of my silly videos. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care all. Bye bye now.